everybody. My next guest tonight is the host of the Emmy Award-winning show, Rachael Ray. Please welcome Rachael Ray.
Nice to see you. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you here. The last time you and I were at a place together was also a very fun event. Do you remember where that was?
I do. It was the last bash at the White House.
Yeah, it was the Obama's Let's Lose the Damage Deposit party. They had a week before the Trump administration started.
We literally ran into you. My husband and I ran you over. Sorry about that.
Not at all. Not at all. It's a pleasure.
I am so terrible at going to things like that. It's great when folks come to our show. I get to cook for them. I feel very comfortable. I'm in my element. Going to parties, I've been working in restaurants since I was 12. I don't get invited to parties. I wait on people. So I want to go into the party and clear things.
Yeah.
And I'm always
you
so
can't
nervous.
do that at the White House.
You can't do that at the White House.
You can't. Let me just take those dishes back to the back room.
I
Secret
know.
Service will tase you if you do that.
I feel so wildly uncomfortable. And when we got there, we were talking to Julia Louis-Dreyfus on the line to go through the security check.
Hold on one second.
Name drop. But I was like, oh, I know that person. I can chat with them. And she's like, this one's going to go really late, huh? And I'm like, no, it's only till 10:30, I thought. She said, sweetheart, that's the doors. The doors close at 10:30.
Right. If you're not in by 10:30, you can't come into the party.
We thought the party ended at 10:30. So
No.
we hired a dog sitter for our pit bull, only till like 11. We didn't bring our phones. We left the White House party.
You're not allowed to bring your phone in.
I know, but the people check them and then they must get them back.
Yeah, they give them back to you.
No, but during the party, people were taking pictures and stuff, and John's like, we have no phones. We have no way of calling the dog sitter. So we had to leave to go relieve the pit bull sitter.
You're kidding.
No, we were
What
there
time
early.
did you leave?
Like 12:30.
That's when they started making the chicken and waffles.
I know. And that's when like every
food was
superstar
fantastic.
in the
It was
world played
fantastic.
together. I know. I saw everybody else's tweets about the time we could have had.
Let me ask you. I like to cook. I don't think I'm a very good cook, but I really enjoy it. Why do you like to cook? How did you get started?
I think that it improves the quality of everyone's life. You know, my mom was one of 10 kids, and she was the first, so she was always in the kitchen, you know, with my grandfather. My grandpa lived with us when I was little, and I really have been in a kitchen all of my life. And
Do you
I
remember
think
the first thing she taught you to make?
I was on my mom's hip in the kitchen. My first memory is literally she had to unravel herself from a phone cord, and she put me down, and I tried to reach up and grab the pan on the stove. My first memory is literally grilling. I'm sort of like the Harry Potter of food. I grilled my thumb, and I think I was like marked for life that I was going to be a cook. But I think that it really does improve your life. Like
So
when
the
you're
first thing you remember cooking is yourself.
myself. So
Wow.
proud. Mom is so proud.
Wow.
No, but when you're a little kid, it gives you great self-esteem. When you're a young adult and you're poor, you know you can provide for yourself. You can always get a date. The way to anybody's anything is through their stomach.
Yeah.
You're always employed. People like to, thankfully, not only cook, but watch people cook. And, you know.
Well, you don't just cook anymore. Do you sell, I understand you sell furniture now?
I design furniture. Yeah, isn't that weird?
Have you run out of other products to sell?
I doodle. Everything in my life is in little notebooks. I doodle food, and I doodle furniture. A friend of mine said, you know, I really like your home and your sense of design. Why don't you take those doodles? And he actually makes furniture and is an engineer and a proper, you know, contractor. So he made them look like real drawings and took them to a furniture company. There you go.
And what is it called?
Rachael Ray Home Furnishing.
Sorry.
That's very
Good
creative,
question.
isn't it?
I apologize.
Very
You actually do doodle. You've sent me this really lovely thing. Do you mind if I show this? Because it was very kind of you to make for me.
I heard that you actually were a cook, and I thought you might like shrimp and grits. Like
This is my favorite. How did you know this is my favorite comfort food?
I
I'm
did
from
not know it was
Charleston,
your
South
favorite
Carolina.
comfort
Shrimp
food.
and grits, or shrimp and hominy, as we might say
hominy
in South
grits,
Carolina.
exactly.
And this is a lovely recipe
And
right
there's your
there.
hot sauce. And
Right, and there's also beer. Is that to drink while I'm cooking, or does it go
well,
in?
both. It goes in it, but then it's there for the cook. And when I write my thank you notes, if it's somebody that I think likes to cook, I foodle. I draw the food doodle, and that's all of the ingredients you need to make that.
Oh, that's really beautiful. Thank you very much. I will make this at some point. All right. You also, even your What is it like to go grocery shopping with you? Because this is your grocery list. This is an idea. This looks like a manifesto by the Unabomber. Why is it
I
so
said I'm a very
involved?
pen and paper sort of person.
Yeah?
I have to have sort of a game plan when I go there, and I have little categories of what John's gonna get, what my mom can pick up, what I pick up. It's bad, I know. I need another hobby.
Is this an average? Is this just like what
That's
you do?
one page. Every week is usually 3 or 4.
Wow. Wow. And this is
It's
for you,
what I
not the
do.
show. Not the show.
No,
this is for you.
it's but we always have people over, and I cook for my family, and I like to leave food for my mom when I go back to work, and I like to cook a lot of food.
That's nice. As well you should, because you have to do it every day.
3 times
With
a day,
Rachael
and then
Ray.
I go home and make dinner.
30-minute meals, how did that come about?
30-minute meals started, I was working in a market, and none of my customers would buy the groceries. I was the grocery buyer for the store, and I ran the production kitchen for the food. I couldn't get anybody to buy the groceries, so I looked like I really sucked at my job. So I started a 30-minute meal cooking class to train people to will make me more successful at my job. So if I taught them how to cook, then they would come and buy the food. So I thought,
so desperation was the mother of invention.
desperation, exactly. And there was a pizza company that had a 30-minute promise. 30 minutes or your pizza was free. That was before they got into a whole bunch of lawsuits and car accidents. But at the time, they said 30 minutes or less. So I figured if you'd wait 30 minutes for crappy pizza, then, or a very good pizza, I'm sure.
Pizza.
A great
Fantastic
pizza, I'm sure.
They might be a sponsor. We don't know at this point. That's all we have time for, Rachel. Thank you so much for being here. It was lovely to meet you. Thank you for being here.
So
nice
much.
to see you again. You can find her furniture line at rachelray.com.